Okay, so the last thing we're going to do is have a look at reviewing our plan and deciding what's good and what's not so good about it. So as I've said a lot, kind of all along, the idea of this plan that I've produced isn't to produce a clinically acceptable plan. So there's going to be a few issues here that I'm going to have a think about and highlight, and then you need to do the same, and this is going to form the basis of your assignment. So the first thing we're going to do is scroll up and down the patient, and in fact we need to do this in all three dimensions. So we do need to remember, again, it's a 3D plan, so we need to think about viewing the patient in 3D and whatever works best for you. So I would encourage you to use the three views. We're going to concentrate mainly on the egg seals just to speed things up for this process, but you need to do a much more thorough job than I'm going to do. So we're looking for a general kind of dose distribution in terms of our 95 to 107. So we can see here that in lots of places this conforms quite nicely. Again, we're limited to this box shape, but as we get to this point here, we can see it's the superior slices up here, then we're underdosing the PTV, and if we look inferiorly, then again we're a little bit tight on there. We can see we've still got a little bit of a dose gradient going on, so this is the hottest point on each slice, and as I scroll up and down, what ideally we want to do is for this to bounce around, and we can see it's kind of sitting anterior all of the time. So that tells me again we might need to tweak our weightings or wedges a little bit in order to even that out. And in terms of dose outside the PTV, we've got less than 80, so we've got no pink out there, but we might want to think around the dose up to this region here and whether that's something that we're happy with or whether we want to tweak that. Clearly you're going to have 4 fields going on, so you will have something different going on down here to what I've got. So we need to review the isodoses and eyeball them. I would zoom into places, so get an overview of the whole patient, and then maybe zoom in around your PTV, and then you're able to get a better view, and we can see where it's conforming well and maybe not so well. And then I'd again encourage you to take some screen dumps of these as you do them to help you with your assignment. Similarly, we can have a look here in the sagittal, and we can see straight away again that we're underdosing the PTV in that region there. So we can find out a huge amount about the plan just by looking at the isodoses. What we can't really do is determine whether the plan's intolerant in terms of our organs at risk and our PTV coverage. So I've left the rectum on here on purpose so we can see the rectum there, and we can see in order to treat the PTV we are having to irradiate a reasonable portion of the PTV of the rectum, to treatment dose, so 95% or above. So we're going to have a look to see if we're meeting the tolerances of the plan, and we'll have a look at that on the next video.